So this video is going to show you how to create your first simple assembly in an exploded animated interactive way using Cadasio, which is a feature script you can do as an add-on in Onshape. So after you've already created your Cadasio, log in through Onshape. You're going to want to, and let me say this also, after you've created your assembly in Onshape as well. So I have an assembly here of a blocks puzzle. These 6 puzzle pieces are all interconnected. As you can see when I rotate, it makes up a cube of interlocking puzzle pieces. They are all fastened together, so there's no freedom of motion relative to each other. And what you're going to want to do, move this out of the way, is click the plus here, go to your applications, and then run Cadasio. Now I'm going to call it, well, let's say create new. And you have to pick the Onshape element. I'm going to make sure we're picking the assembly here, since that's what we want to work with. And now the name of this, let's call it blocks. You can add a description if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and open that. And right now it's just loading in your assembly information into the Cadasio workspace. And if yours didn't do that, you might not have had the automatic open box. Now, you can zoom in or out. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And so basically you need to think through how you want to have each piece of this block puzzle be pulled apart. Obviously, you don't want to pull a piece through another piece, so I wouldn't want to pull this blue piece up right now because then it would have to go pass through the yellow and red. But I leave that up to you. So basically, each time you click this, it's like almost creating a photograph of your current state of the assembly. So I'm going to click this just to say, all right, this is our initial screen. That's what I want it to look like. So let's just say overall assembly. You can name those whatever you want. So that was our first image. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that I have space to show. And now I'm just going to click this yellow box. And as soon as as soon as I clicked on that piece, it gave me this triangular motion cube. So I'm going to click this blue arrow up because I want to pull the yellow cube up. And you can move it, pan it down so that we can see that piece. It looks like it changed to red. It didn't. If I click off of it, it will make it look yellow again. And I'm going to click the shutter button on here again. Maybe I'll call this yellow, just so that I know that that was when I pulled the yellow piece off. And this blue piece, I believe, is the next piece that I think should come off, because it's a flat piece on the outside, so it should be able to pull out. So now you can see I might want to shift or zoom out a little bit. Sorry, I'm working without a mouse, so it's a little hard to do. All right, there we go. I'm happy with that. Now I can name this blue. And basically, you're going to want to keep going through this. You don't hit this until you're ready, until you've set your view up. So I believe the orange one's a good one to go next. In fact, what you could also do is just rotate your view. I'm trying to rotate without a mouse. It is a slow rotation. Well, imagine you could rotate your view. 1 second. Okay, I got a mouse so that I could properly rotate this. And so now you can see from this angle, I'm going to click on this orange block and pull that out. And I might rotate it a little bit differently so that you can see that brown piece a little better. Okay, now I'm going to count that as the next step. This will be orange, and so on. So this is how you would do this and go through each one of your blocks. Maybe now I'm going to rotate my view back so that I can show the green cube coming out. And I'm purposely rotating it in such a way that I can see the majority of the other pieces. And lastly, I'll do the brown block. And that would be the last of your steps for this animated assembly. Now, what you can do is you can click on this Cadasio menu bar up here and go to your dashboard. And here's the one that I just did. I'm going to click on the settings of this block puzzle. You can change the name, add the description and so on. You can edit the steps. I'm going to just go straight to publish because I'm happy with the way it looked. And if you hit publish, there you go. Now I can copy this and you can see how you can interact with this as any user. You could be logged in as anyone. You hit the play button and this is what it's going to look like. You can walk it through step by step. And you can see the title of your step shows up here. There's the blue piece coming out. Now you're going to see a little bit of rotation. Probably should have pulled that orange piece out as a second animated step. Now the green's coming out, and now the brown. So that's it for Cadasio for now. This would be the link that, oh, one last thing I want to point out though. You can, well, it's a little aggressive. You can rotate your view as a user and anyone can do this. It doesn't have to be you as the Cadasio user or login. You can send these URLs to anyone. So that's the power of Cadasio. It allows users to interact with your assembly in ways without the user having to have CAD. Hope this helped.